How are you doing, everybody? This is FlickerLover2000 and Movie&GameLover98. If you're watching this stream, then this is made especially for you. Because in this stream, we are going to imagine some fan-made Dragon Tales DVD releases aside from the real ones. Well, first, and we're also going to imagine something that would happen if Leapfrog made LeapPad interactive books and cartridges based off of Dragon Tales episodes as well. So, and Movie&GameLover98, I hope you enjoy. So, first off, we are going to imagine some LeapPad interactive book and cartridges based off of Dragon Tales episodes, and a few My First LeapPad books based off of characters as well. So, the first LeapPad book of Dragon Tales would be, of course, based off of the episode To Fly with Dragons, and it would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge in January 7th of 2000 on a Friday. And as far as what the cover would look like for the book, it would basically show a picture of Emmy and Max and all of those dragons on the front cover, with the Children's Television Workshop logo on the bottom of the book in the front cover as well. And as far as who would narrate that book for the LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of To Fly with Dragons, it would be Disney announcer Mark Elliott, the guy who did Disney voiceover trailers like Coming Soon from Walt Disney Home Video. It's Walt Disney's classic, The Little Mermaid. And that's the guy who would narrate some of those Dragon Tales books. Of course, To Fly with Dragons would be the first book to be released in January 2000. And then, in February of 2000, The Forest of Darkness would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge on February 4th, 2000, which is 3 days after Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books was released on VHS. And Mark Elliott would also narrate this book and lead the games and stuff. And then the third book that would be released would come out in March of 2000, which is March 2nd, 2000, and that would be Ord's Unhappy Birthday. And like before, Mark Elliott would also narrate the story, and those Dragon Tales books would also have recycled dialogue from the episode as well. From the episodes as well. And then in April of 2000, To Kingdom Come would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge. on April 21st of 2000. Mark Elliott would also narrate that book. And then, in May of 2000, the book Quibbling Siblings would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation on May 5th, 2000. And Mark Elliott would also be the narrator for that particular book. And then in June of 2000, Calling Dr. Zack would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge on June 9th of 2000. And yeah. And then, okay, Jeremy Barton, would you like to hear what those LeapPad interactive book and cartridges of those Dragon Tales episodes would be called? All right. So, obviously, the first Dragon Tales LeapPad book, the first LeapPad book that would be based off of the Dragon Tales episode would come out on January 7th of 2000, and that, of course, would be called To Fly with Dragons, which would be based off of the first episode that premiered on September 6th of 1999. And Disney announcer Mark Elliott would do the narration for some of those Dragon Tales books. Or actually, he would narrate for all of them. And then after and January 7th was 4 days after season 31 of Sesame Street first aired. So what did you think of that air date? What did you think of the date of the book coming out as a LeapPad book? Okay, and then the next book that would be released would be from February 4th of 2000, and it's called The Forest of Darkness. And it would be based off of the second half of the first episode from September 6th of 1999. And you want to know what the cool thing about those LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptations of those episodes? Alright, so the cool thing about those LeapPad interactive book and cartridges of those Dragon Tales episodes would be they would use recycled images from from the season, from episodes of Dragon Tales, depending on what the book is about. Like, for the front cover of To Fly with Dragons, it would show Annie and Max flying their dragons from that episode. And of course, in the Forest of Darkness, it would show a picture of Ord trying to get a star seed out. And, did you happen to hear the release date for the Book of the Forest of Darkness? February 4th, 2000 was when the Forest of Darkness would come out as a book. And do you know what that day was? 3 days after Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books was released on VHS. And then, in March of 2000, on March 2nd, 2000, the third book of Dragon Tales would be released, and it would be called Ord's Unhappy Birthday, based off of the episode of the same name. And that day was 2 days after Cinder Elmo came to VHS and DVD. And then, on April 21st of 2000, the fourth book would be released. And do you want to know what it's called? I'll give you a hint. It's another episode that is on the Adventures in Dragonland DVD, and it also focuses on Ord, just like the Forest of Darkness. So, yes, correct, Jeremy Barton. April 21st of 2000 was when the fourth book, To Kingdom Come, would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge. And then, on May 5th of 2000, that's when the fifth book of Dragon Tales would be released, and it would focus on Zack and Wheezy with Zack trying to collect something very rare for sharing time at show and tell at the school, even though it didn't really go to DVD until August of 2001 on Let's Share, Let's Play. It would be released in May of 2000 as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge before being released on DVD in Let's Share, Let's Play in August 2001. So, May 5th, 2000? Yes, May 5th of 2000 is when Quibbling Siblings would be released. And then on June 9th of 2000, the sixth Dragon Tales book would be released, it would also be focused on Zack and Wheezy, but it would be one of the episodes on the Big Brave Adventures VHS coming out 2 months later on August 1st, 2000. And, so... and it focuses on Zack's foot being... And, when Zack is afraid of going to the doctor because he's afraid that the spine-kind thorn would hurt him. Yes, it is Calling Dr. Zack, released on June 9th of 2000. And then, in July of 2000, on July the 14th of 2000, which would be the last book to use the CTW semicircle logo on the front cover of there, would be one of the episodes that focuses on Cassie. And do you want to know what that title is called? And it focuses on Cassie and her magic crayon. It's Bad Share Day. Bad Share Day would be released in July of 2000. And it would be the 7th book of Dragon Tales. So, do you want to know what the 8th Dragon Tales book is? It's another episode that focuses on Cassie. Another book based off of an episode that focuses on Cassie, released on August 11th of 2000, with her baby sister Kiki making her first appearance, and would come out on August 11th of 2000. And it's called Baby Troubles. And that would come out on August 11th of 2000, and that would be the first release to have the Sesame Workshop logo on the front. Yes, Baby Troubles. And 10 days after Adventures in Dragonland was released. And beginning with the Baby Troubles VHS, do you know what is advertised on the back cover of Baby Troubles compared to the other Dragon Tales books where they didn't advertise anything at all? Because it was released 10 days after the first DVD release, it advertises for the DVD of Adventures in Dragonland, along with the first free VHS releases, Let's All Share, You Can Do It, and Big Brave Adventures. Because those titles on VHS and DVD were released August 1st, 2000, and then 10 days later, on August 11th, Baby Troubles would come out as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge. So, now this next book of Dragon Tales, which would be the 9th book, would be released on September 1st, 2000. And it would be called, and it would be an episode that focuses on Wheezy's broken trumpet. It would be called A Smashing Success, released on September 1st, 2000. And on the back, it would still advertise for the first Dragon Tales releases on VHS and DVD, just like on Baby Troubles. So what did you think of those releases beginning in August 2000, advertising for the VHS and DVD releases of Dragon Tales by Columbia TriStar Home Video on the back cover of the book? In addition to other LeapPad books, like A Tad Too Much and Leap Tries Again. And in the next book, which would be released on October 13th of 2000, would be an episode that focuses on Ord, and it would be called A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words. Which, believe it or not, is one of the episodes on the Follow the Clues VHS, which came out 10 days earlier than that. And believe it or not, it is advertised on the back cover, in addition to the August 1st, 2000 releases as well. And then the 11th book of Dragon Tales would come out on November 24th of 2000, and it's based off of an episode where the dragons are trying to make decorations for a cake baking contest. Yes, the Big Cake Mix-Up would be the 11th book. And then, in December of 2000, on December 8th of 2000 to be exact, is the 12th Dragon Tales book, and the final book to be released in 2000, and it is based off of an episode with Max and Ord being the main characters, with Cassie and Zack and Wheezy being absent. And it is winter themed. Snow dragons? Yep. Oh. And did you hear about the smashing success release? It would be from September 1st of 2000. And then, the first Dragon Tales book to come out in January of 2001. The first Dragon Tales book to come out in January of 2001 focuses on Cassie and a little flower named Cosmo, both of which were not chosen for the School in the Sky parade. And just like the big cake makes up snow dragons and stuff like that, and yeah, Cassie Loves a Parade. That would be released on January 12th of 2001. And then the next book, which would be released in February of 2001, would be called an episode that would focus on Max and his anger management. And Quetzal also makes an appearance in that episode. Yes, it is no hitter. And then this next Dragon Tales book that would be released in March of 2001 focuses on Zack and Wheezy trying to catch some sackberries, and it would be released on March 16th of 2001. Dragon Drop. Yeah. And with the Dragon Drop release, it would also advertise for the Dragon Tales VHS releases of Let's Play Together and Keep on Trying, which would be one of the last Dragon Tales VHS releases to use the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the word Play It Smart. And they do not have the Columbia TriStar Television logo on either of those two releases. So which Dragon Tales videos are advertised on the releases from January to July of 2000, August to October 2000, and October 2000 to February 2001? and March 2001. Yeah. And then the next book that would come out in April of 2001 would focuses on Max trying to learn when is the right time to be silly and when is the right time to be serious. And Max accidentally ruins Zack and Wheezy's xylophone and Ord's statue. Oh, August to October 2000, Big Brave Adventures, You Can Do It, and Let's All Share, along with the DVD of Adventures in Dragonland. But beginning in October of 2000, it only shows the DVD of Adventures in Dragonland and the VHS that followed the clues. Mostly because of You Can Do It, Big Brave Adventures, and Let's All Share coming out on the same day on August 1st of 2000. And then in April of in April of 2001, the 16th Dragon Tales book would be released and would be focused on Max trying to learn when the right time to be silly is, and as a result of Max being too silly, he accidentally knocks over Zack and Wheezy's xylophone and Ord's statue that Ord worked really hard on. Yes, it is a wild time. And then, in May of 2001, the 17th Dragon Tales LeapPad Interactive Book and Cartridge would be released, and would be focusing on Emmy making of an idea of building a tree house, but the friends get upset when Emmy does not choose what they want in the tree house. And the purple goo cloud, and the dragons warn Emmy and Max about the purple goo cloud coming and sticking all over the tree house. Yes, Emmy's dream house. And then, in June of 2001, the Dragon Tales LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of the episode where Ord runs off after he thinks that Max's rubber spider is a real spider. Yes, it's called Don't Bug Me from season 1. And then in July of 2001, the 19th Dragon Tales LeapPad interactive book and cartridge would be released, and it would be called, it's an episode where Max accidentally breaks Emmy's favorite yo-yo, and this makes Emmy really upset with him until Simon, who hosts a game, tries to think of ways to fix the yo-yo by playing a fun game. Yeah, it's called Do Not Pass Gnome. And then, in August of 2001, the 20th LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode would be released. And it would be based off of an episode where Ord gets stuck in a giant bubble. Up, up, and away! Yes, that is what it's based off of. And then in September 7th of 2001, the 21st Dragon Tales book would be released, and it would be based off of the episode where Zack and Wheezy are a little disappointed that they may never hear Do-Re-Mi music again until they come across a giant named Mr. Mungus who orders Zack and Wheezy to teach him to play music. Yeah, Zack and the Beanstalk. And then, in October 2001, the 22nd LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode would be released, and would be the final LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Season 1 episode of Dragon Tales before switching over to Season 2 in November of 2001. And this would be the episode where Zack doesn't really want to learn how to swim until Wheezy tells him that swimming might be fun for him, and it's one of the episodes on the Adventures in Dragonland DVD. Yes, Zack Takes a Dive would be the last LeapPad book to be based off of a Season 1 episode. And then, in December of 2001, the first LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of Dragon Tales, which would be the first. In December of 2001, the 23rd LeapPad interactive book and cartridge of Dragon Tales would be released and would be the first one to be based off of the Season 2 episode, and it's one that focuses on Cassie trying to overcome her fear of performing in a play. Yes, it is called I Believe in Me. And then in January 2002, the 24th Dragon Tales LeapPad book and cartridge adaptation would come out, and it would be based off of an episode that focuses on Ord and his lucky stone. It would be December 2001, I meant to say. For I Believe in Me, it would be for November 2001, and December 2001 is for Lucky Stone. Yeah. And then in January of 2002, they would make the 25th LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of the Dragon Tales episode, and it's one episode that focuses on Cassie and her jealousy of bringing her baby brother Finn to the school in the sky. Yes, it's called Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon. And then in February of 2002, they would release the 26th LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode. And this one focuses on Ord and Max. And they think that they are no longer friends anymore because Max accidentally stepped on Ord's foot by accident. So they separate each other as a result. If you know what the title is called, it's called Breaking Up It's Hard to Do. So yeah, Breaking Up It's Hard to Do would be released February 2002. And then in March of 2002, they would release a 26th Leap. And then in March of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode that focuses on Cassie, who can't really seem to win a prize at a fair, and as a result, loses confidence. In March of 2002, that is. Yes, Cassie catches up. Oh, and about the releases from January 2002, that would be released on January 11th, 2002, called Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon. That would advertise for the DVD releases of Adventures in Dragonland, Let's Share, Let's Play, and Don't Give Up, with the VHS releases of Look on the Bright Side, There's Nothing to Fear, and Let's Work Together. And for the August of 2001 releases until the December of 2001 releases, they would advertise for the VHS releases of Doing the Right Thing, A Cool School, and Let's Be Friends, along with the DVD releases of Adventures in Dragonland and Let's Share, Let's Play. And the VHS releases of Keep on Trying and Let's Play Together as well. So what did you think about that? And then in April of 2002, which would be April 12th of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode that focuses on Ord trying to overcome his fear of Cassie's pet butterfrog named BB.
Hi, James.
Shh, 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 shh.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Sorry. It's called Have No Fear. And then in May of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation on May 17th of 2002 called, which would be based off of an episode with Cassie and both of her baby siblings, Kiki and Finn. And it takes place at the school in the sky, and they go back in the Quetzal's Magic Pop-Up book. And Enrique does not appear in it, because it would be a 2002 book. So obviously it's a... Yeah, back to the storybook. And then in June of 2002, they would release a Dragon Tales episode that would be based off of an episode that focuses on Zack, where Zack and Wheezy have to be very careful about ice skating on the way to Willie the Seal's birthday party. On Thin Ice, and the first season 2 book based on a winter theme episode. And then another book that would be released in June of 2002. It would be the only month where 2 books are released besides just one, and it's called The Shape of Things to Come, when Zack's dragon disc mistakenly falls into the Mellow Marsh, and the siblings and dragons have to go to the Crystal Cave. It would be released on June 18th, 2002, while On Thin Ice is released on June 11th of 2002. Interestingly, both episodes are paired up with each other on TV broadcasts. And about the April to December 2002 releases, they would advertise for the VHS releases of Let's Stick to It and We're Special, along with the DVD releases of It's Cool to Be Me and Yes We Can. someone actually made a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode called The Shape of Things to Come, which would be released on June 18th of 2002, a week after On Thin Ice. Okay, and then in July of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode that focuses on Max, who constantly keeps growing in size, and Max wishes he wants to go back to his regular size. It would be released on July 12th of 2002, which would be the same day as the season 3 episodes of SpongeBob Club SpongeBob and My Pretty Seahorse were broadcasted on TV on Nickelodeon. One Big Wish, one of a few Season 2 episodes, and paired up with Breaking Up Is Hard to Do to use the 1999 Dash logo. I know the Wiggles Yes Paw Patrol Noel told me about this. And, and the one released June 18th of 2002, a week after On Thin Ice, is The Shape of Things to Come, if you know what I mean. Because one user on DeviantArt actually made a custom book based off of it on DeviantArt. And then on August 9th of 2002, I and also, in August of 2002, the LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of the Dragon Tales episode where Max is left to guard some baby animals, but he neglects his duties and lets a baby dragon pig named Oinkers out by mistake. Yeah. Maybe. It all depends, so. And then in September of 2002, the LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode where Ord isn't really as good as hide and seek, along with my first LeapPad interactive book and cartridge called Counting with the Dragons. Yeah, hide and can't seek. And then in October of 2002, they would release a Dragon Tales episode that is based off of an episode where Zack is scared of the new addition to the Dragonland amusement park, but the others try to show him that the new things aren't really that. Oh, about the art of patience and hide and can't seek, I found it on archive.org and it used the dot logo. So, the one released in October of 2002 where Zack is afraid to try things at the amusement park. It's called Try It, You'll Like It. And then, in November of 2002, in November of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of the Dragon Tales episode where Max and Emmy discover a cat with two heads along with the other dragons. But I must warn you, Copycat is paired with one of the worst Season 2 episodes that Movie and Game Lover 98 did not like. Oh, and the one in October 2002 where Zach is afraid of trying some things at the Dragonland amusement park. It's one of the episodes on the Whenever I'm Afraid DVD. It's called Try It, You'll Like It. And then in December of 2002, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Season 2 episode where the dragons and kids team up to search eggs in the custard egg hunt, but they have their hands full looking after Cassie's siblings Kiki and Finn. Actually, that would be for a January 2003 release, because for a December 2002 release, they would release an episode where the friends go to Snowy Summit to play with Chili and Nippy until they realize that the weather is warming up, so they go to Polynemesis Cloud Factory to bring the snow back. That would be for a December 2002 release. And then on January 31st of 2003, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode where the dragons and kids team up to search for eggs in the custard egg hunt, but they have their hands full looking after Cassie's siblings Kiki and Finn. And it was called Just for Laughs. You are right. Now, beginning with the releases from January to July of 2003 for the LeapPad books of Dragon Tales, that is, they would advertise for the DVD and VHS of Easy as 1, 2, 3 and the VHS of Let's Help Each Other. That's nice, but we're trying to keep it on topic as possible, so And then in February of 2003, they would release a LeapPad Interactive book and cartridge adaptation where Ord accidentally loses Emmy's skateboard when riding it, but the gang goes in search of the board and faces several balancing challenges. And Ord is afraid of not being that good of a balancer. Yep, and I looked it up on archive.org, and guess what? Just for Laughs and Give Zach a Hand did use the dot logo that you mentioned. Okay, Jeremy Barton, now this next book that would be released would be from March of 2003, and it would be based off of an episode where Cassie has to give up her old room for the new eggs her parents have laid, and is afraid she won't like her new room. Yes, Room for Change. And for February 2003, did you hear what the book would be about for the February 2003 release? It's when Ord accidentally loses Emmy's skateboard. And Ord is afraid that he may not be a good balancer. The Balancing Act. And then in April of 2003, they would release a LeapPad Interactive book and cartridge adaptation of, on April 11th of 2003, they would release a LeapPad Interactive book and cartridge adaptation of the Dragon Tales episode where the friends meet a gremlin named Greta who has free magic boxes with a surprise in each one. Yeah, it's called Let's Dance. Okay. And then in May of 2003, they would release a LeapPad Interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode where the friends help the big whistling wind get over a cold. And it has the word sneeze in the title. Sneezy does it. Yeah. And then, in June of 2003, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of an episode where Max is sad because he didn't get invited to his friend Brian's birthday party. In June of 2003. Yeah, the sorrow and the party. And then in July of 2003, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of a Dragon Tales episode where everybody makes Ketzel's birthday presents out of color clay, but when Max makes the sculptures dry faster, they all melt away, so they have to go to Rainbow Canyon to get some more color clay and replicate their sculptures in time for Ketzel's party. And it's called The Art of Patience. And then in August of 2003, they would temporarily release. And in August of 2003, they would release one more Dragon Tales LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation for at least a while. And it would be an episode where Emmy is going to summer camp while Max is in Dragonland, and Max misses Emmy, and he and his dragon friends try to come up with a solution to Emmy missing out on all the fun. No, it's actually called Something's Missing. When Emmy is going to summer camp while Max is in Dragonland. Yeah. And it would be released on August 8th of 2003, and it would advertise for the Dragon Tales releases of, in addition to Let's Start a Band and Easy as 1, 2, 3, it would also advertise for We Can Work It Out. And then after August of 2003, they stopped releasing those books for a while until May of 2005, in which the first Dragon Tales book to come out in 2005 would be released on May 13th of 2005. The first two would come out in May of 2005, but they don't feature Enrique as a result of those being originally season 2 episodes, but they were delayed as season 3 episodes for some reason and didn't air until 2005. The first one would be released on May 14th of 2005, called Just the Two of Us. The second one would be released on May 21st of 2005, called Cowboy Max. Yeah. Yeah. And then the first episode to be based off of the season 3 episode of Dragon Tales would come out on July 1st of 2005, and it would be called To Fly with a New Friend. Sure, when we get into the DVD releases, which we will be going to shortly after finishing those book and cartridge releases. In which and the first book to be released in 2000, and the first book for the LeapPad to feature Enrique in it would be released on July 1st of 2005, and it's when Max and Emmy introduced their new friend Enrique to Dragonland.
I'm back.
And then alright. And this next one we're going to imagine would be from July of 2000, would be from August 5th of 2005, which would be 3 days after the DVD release of Adventures in of Sing and Dance in Dragonland. And it would be based off of an episode where Ord's friends try to help him get better at soccer. Yeah, Sky Soccer. And then in September of 2005, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of an episode where Ord saves Princess Cadoodle and becomes a hero, but when he has to choose which snack the kingdom would rather eat, he is torn.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey. Yeah, Prince for a day. And then, in October of 2005, and the release date would be September 9th of 2005 for Prince for a Day, and then the next one would be released on October 7th of 2005, and it would be based off of an episode where Enrique gives Cassie a nickname she does not like, but Cassie is too shy to express her feelings to him. Hey.
May I show you the art releases I have on DVD? It's like a lover.
Sure. While I talk about and Jeremy Barton. Jeremy Barton says hi to you.
Hey. Hey, Jeremy.
And Jeremy Barton, just in case. Oh, Jeremy Barton has commented in a poster saying that he loves your Dragon Tales poster you have.
Yeah, thanks.
Speaking of Dragon Tales, we're imagining LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptations of those Dragon Tales episodes. It's Express Yourself. Alright. And then in November of 2005, they would release the LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation where the dragons and kids try to hold a birthday party for Enrique, but he misses the birthday traditions from Colombia. It's Feliz Cumpleaños, Enrique. And then in December of 2005, they would release a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge adaptation of an episode where the friends go sledding up at Snowy Summit, but first they must help Enrique get used to the snow, which he has never seen before.
Now, some of the Arthur DVDs I've got are new Arthur DVDs I got in the mail, such as Arthur Goes to Talk.
But let me tell you this. This DVD that you have in your hand, are for Sleepover, strangely shows the funding credits appearing twice.
I actually noticed that. Isn't that weird? It's pretty weird.
Yeah. And it's called Super Snow Day.
Like the Dragon Tales video. Whenever I'm afraid, use the Sony television logo with Columbia TriStar television audio, which is weird.
And just like some releases using the Dash logo with the Dot logo's audio in the kids' video variant. Alright. And this next one we're going to imagine, like, in January of 2006, they would release a Dragon Tales episode where Zach and Wheezy are singing singing for a concert, but it happens when they are shedding their scales. So, what did the DVD menu for Arthur Goes to Hollywood look like when you popped it into the player?
Didn't pop it in yet. I'll go check it out. Do you have that DVD? Do you have it on DVD? It's like 11,000. I said, do you have this DVD? Like 11,000.
Okay, Jeremy Barton.
Do you have this DVD?
The Dash Transformation logo, right, Jeremy Barton? Okay, the one released on January of 2006 would be focused on an episode where Zach and Wheezy try to sing their song, but their scales are shedding right when they sing. Jeremy Barton. Season 5 of Arthur premiered on September 25th, 2000. Yeah, musical scales. And then this next release from February of 2006 would be based off of the episode where Enrique and his friends help out in the El Dia del Maestro parade, a concert held every year on a different day in Dragonland for Quetzal. All right. And Jeremy Barton. Here's the release from March of 2006, and it would be based off of an episode where, it would be based off of the episode where the friends help paint the racetrack for the Junior Unicorn Race.
Flick of Love 2000. What was the first Arthur DVD you got?
Yeah, making it fun. And this last release of Dragon Tales to ever be released as a LeapPad interactive book and cartridge would be released in April of 2006, and it is the episode where the one released in April of 2006 would be the one that is based off of the episode where the friends go to the Dragonland Carnival, but when Emmy and Enrique go off to play together, Max is left out. Wow. Yeah. All Together Now. So what did you think of All Together Now, where the dragons go to the carnival, being the last LeapPad book of Dragon Tales ever to be released? Jeremy Barton. And for the May 2005 releases, it would advertise for the DVD releases of Whenever I'm Afraid and Believe in Yourself. And for the June to December 2000, the June to August 2005 releases, it would advertise for Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun in addition to those two. And then beginning in August 2005, it would advertise for Sing and Dance in Dragonland in addition to Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun, Whenever I'm Afraid and Believe in Yourself. And then beginning from January to April of 2006, they would advertise for Say Hola and Enrique in addition to the previous releases on the back cover. Okay, now that we got that settled, now we're going to imagine some fan-made DVD releases of Dragon Tales now. So, here's what I came up with. A DVD release from May of 2000. DVD releases from May of 2000 featuring the best of a certain character, in which the first volume would be called The Best of Ord. Now, this would contain 6 Ord-related episodes, The Forest of Darkness to Kingdom Come, and then Ord's Unhappy Birthday, and then the episode which is Snow Dragons, and then the episode Stormy Weather, and then the episode Ord Sees the Light. Now, would you like to know what the contents are for the DVD of the Best of Ord, Jeremy Barton? Or would you like to type them out? This would be one of the rare times where a DVD does not use the dot logo. Okay, so it would open with the Columbia TriStar home video logo with the word DVD at the bottom with the louder phaser sounds, and then the DVD menu for the Best of Ord, the FBI warning, the attention screen, then the Sony Wonder, and then the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode The Forest of Darkness. And then at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Ord Sees the Light, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, and then the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the word Play It Smart, then the Columbia TriStar Television logo, then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. A school commercial would come first, then the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest advertisement would come last. And then the Season 1 funding, where the announcer goes, Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. But then, instead of using the dot logo, it would actually use the opposite of the dot logo. It's the dash logo this time, where Dash thinks about something. Then we go to the DVD menu. And it would be released on May 9th of 2000. Okay. This next one, we want to imagine, would be released on May 9th of 2000 as well. This time, it will be called The Best of Cassie. And this would contain the 6 Season 1 episodes, including with Goodbye Little Caterpoozle being the first episode on there, and then Eggs Over Easy, and then A Feet on Her Feet, and then let's see. After this is Cassie Loves a Parade, and then Bad Share Day, and then the last episode is Bully for You. Now, do you want to know what's different about the Best of Cassie compared to the Best of Ord? So what did you think of the episodes for the Best of Ord? So, the DVD of the Best of Cassie would basically have the same opening as the Best of Ord. except Cassie would be on the DVD menu instead of Ord. And then, after the Dragon Tales theme, Arthur's Perfect Christmas was the first one. And then after the Dragon Tales theme for the Best of Cassie, we would go into the start of the episode, Goodbye Little Caterpoozle. And then at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Bully for You, and then the Season 1 end credits, and the Season 1 website bumper before it. Then the CTW semicircle logo, then the Columbia TriStar Television logo. Then it would have the same sponsors in order as the Adventures in Dragonland DVD release. Then it would actually use the dot logo this time for the Best of Cassie. So, what is different about the episodes for the Best of Ord compared to the Best of Cassie, Jeremy Barton? Best of Ord is Volume 1, Best of Cassie is Volume 2. So the episodes for the Best of Ord would be The Forest of Darkness, To Kingdom Come, Ord's Unhappy Birthday, Stormy Weather, and Ord Sees the Light. While the Best of Cassie would have Goodbye Little Caterpoozle, and then after Goodbye Little Caterpoozle comes Eggs Over Easy, and then A Feet on Her Feet, Cassie Loves a Parade, and then Bad Share Day and Bully for You. Now, what is different about the episodes on the Best of Ord compared to the Best of Cassie, now that I told you about it? Okay, do you know what Volume 3 is? It's also released on May 9th of 2000. And Volume 3 is called The Best of Zack and Wheezy. Now, the episodes for The Best of Zack and Wheezy would be Calling Dr. Zack, Zack's Song, Zack and the Beanstalk, Dragon Drop, Quibbling Siblings, and Rope Trick. So, did you hear the episodes for the Best of Zack and Wheezy? Now, the DVD of the Best of Zack and Wheezy would contain the same logo as the Best of Ord after the funding. Calling Dr. Zack and Zach's Song are the other two. Calling Dr. Zach would be the first episode on there, and then Rope Trick would be the last one. They would actually go in episode airing order. Okay, this next one would be the last one released May 9th of 2000, and it would be called The Best of Emmy and Max, which is Volume 4. And, the episodes for The Best of Emmy and Max would be Snow would be the episodes Emmy's Dream House, A Smashing Success, No Hitter, A Wild Time, and Max and the Magic Carpet. So, did you happen to hear the episodes for The Best of Emmy and Max? And what made those episodes pretty perfectly fitting? For The Best of Emmy and Max. Including Emmy's Dream House, A Smashing Success, No Hitter, A Wild Time, and Max and the Magic Carpet. And just like Volume 1 and Volume 3, Volume 4 would also contain the Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the louder phaser sounds. Volume 2 would have the softer phaser sounds, on the other hand. And Volume 4 would have the dot logo, just like Volume 2. Yes! Volume 5 would be The Best of Quetzal, released May 9th of 2000, with A Kite for Quetzal, A Cool School, Quetzal's Magic Pop-Up Book, Staying Within the Lines, The Jumping Bean Express, and Prepare According to Instructions. And it would also use the softer phaser sounds, just like The Best of Cassie. And it would have the dot logo, just like Volumes 2 and 4. What did you think? And what did you think of Best of Ord being Volume 1? And here's this next release I thought of, released June 6th of 2000, called Dragonland Fun. Do you want to know what the episodes for those releases are? Small Time, Blowing in the Wind, Get Off of My Cloud, My Way or Snow Way, and Sky Pirates. And the Best of Zack and Wheezy would contain Calling Dr. Zack, Zack's Song, Zack and the Beanstalk, Dragon Drop, Quibbling Siblings, and then after Quibbling Siblings is Rope Trick. So, those 6 episodes for the Best of Zack and Wheezy. Oh, Small Time is on Dragonland Fun. It is paired with Roller Coaster Dragon on TV airings, but Small Time is on Dragonland Fun. And do you know what logo appears on the packaging since it was released in June of 2000 and not August? Because Adventures in Dragonland from August 2000 had Sesame Workshop on the packaging and disc art that had CTW semicircle on the actual contents of the disc. I believe it was Quibbling Siblings, Calling Dr. Zack, Ord Sees the Light, and I believe Stormy Weather had it. Yeah, Dragonland Fun will have CTW logo on the packaging and disc art. And since the best of volumes are released in May of 2000, the CTW logo would also appear on the packaging and disc art of those releases, right? And do you know how the 2000 DVD of Dragonland Fun would open and close with? The Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the louder phaser sounds, and then the DVD menu. There's no play all feature on those early releases, so you have to go straight to the first episode to do so. Then the FBI warning and attention screens, the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of Small Time. And at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Sky Pirates, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, and they play 5 times. And then the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the word Play It Smart, the Columbia TriStar Television logo, and then the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest advertisement and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial, and then the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen. And what about we come up with another release from August 1st of 2000, which was the same day as the Adventures in Dragonland DVD release. Well, and Adventures in Dragonland had the recycled images from the 2000 VHS of Big Brave Adventures, and this other one would be called Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More. And it would use the same cover art as the 2000 VHS of You Can Do It. How would you feel about the DVD of Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More using the same cover art as the 2000 VHS of You Can Do It? With Ord. On there. So, the episodes for Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More would be the episodes. The Big Sleepover and Calling Dr. Zach would be the first 2 episodes on the DVD, which would also be the first 2 episodes on the Big Brave Adventures VHS, and then the episodes A Feet on Her Feet and A Liking to Biking, which are the last 2 episodes of the You Can Do It VHS. But then we have a bonus episode called Snow Dragons. Now, the opening and closing to Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More would have pretty much the same opening and closing as Adventures in Dragonland, with the menu style being the same. And the Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the louder phaser sounds, just like on Adventures in Dragonland. Except after the Dragon Tales theme, we'd go to the start of the episode, The Big Sleepover, and then at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Snow Dragons, and then the Season 1 website bumper. And then, of course...
Hey. Hey.
It was from the Forest of Darkness, Jeremy Barton.
Oh, I just came back from doing car lessons.
Hey.
Hey.
So anyway, the 2000 DVD of Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More would use the Columbia TriStar DVD logo and the DVD menu with the same menu style as Adventures in Dragonland. But after the Dragon Tales theme, we'd go into the start of the episode, The Big Sleepover. At the end, the last few seconds of the episode, Snow Dragons. Then the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits that play 5 times, and then the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the word Play It Smart, the Columbia TriStar Television logo, and then the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest commercial, and then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial, and then the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen.
I think the only logo I seen on Dragon Tales was the dot logo. If you heard me very well.
Did Snow Dragons seem to fit well for Sleepovers, Sports, Doctors, and More, even though Snow Dragons was never released on VHS, but the other episodes were?
Wait, who are you talking to? Yeah. Wait, who are you talking to?
Alright. This next DVD release we're going to imagine is from June 26th of 2001, which would be called More Dragonland Adventures, and would contain all 3 of the episodes from the Follow the Clues VHS first, which are A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words, Follow the Dots, and Wheezy's Last Laugh. But then we'd go into the episode Dragon Drop from the Keep on Trying VHS, and then the episode Rope Trick from the Keep on Trying VHS. Now, there's something really interesting that you would usually never see at the end of Dragon Tales releases with the Season 2 website bumper on More Dragonland Adventures DVD release. And I'll talk about it when I explain the closing. So, the opening for More Dragonland Adventures would have the Columbia TriStar DVD logo, but with the louder phaser sounds, unlike Let's Share, Let's Play, which had the softer ones. Then, the DVD menu, the same menu style as Let's Share, Let's Play this time. Then the FBI warning and attention screens, the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode, A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words. And at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of the episode, Rope Trick, and then the Season 2 website bumper, where Ord goes, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit PBS Kids at pbskids.org. Whereas in the Season 1 website bumper, he said, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. And then after the Season 2 website bumper, we go into the end credits. But, unlike Let's Share, Let's Play, which had the Sesame Workshop purple roof and green house logo at the end after the credits, More Dragonland Adventures would use the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo after the credits. Then the Columbia TriStar Television logo. Then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Beach commercial. And then the Season 2 funding plug where the announcer goes, "This program is funded in part by a Ready to Learn grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Corporation for Public Broadcasting." But then, after this, it has a PBS Kids logo that you would never, ever see on TV airings of Dragon Tales. And instead of the Dot logo from 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen, instead it has the Dash Transformation logo from 2000, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. Then we go to the DVD menu. That's something that you would usually see on ARPA releases from 2003 to 2005, rather than Dragon Tales releases. So, Jeremy Barton, do you know what makes the DVD of More Dragonland Adventures really, really rare?
Oh yeah. I think I mostly grew up with Season 3 of Dragon Tales, since, it premiered February and ended production in March 2005. I think that was
as far as to what makes it rare in terms of all the logos and funding plugs and everything.
Yes.
Which
Going
never
to
happens
inspire
on TV airings.
Wasn't the Dash variant used on Dragon Tales? Because I know some people said that.
Well, because Dragonland can be sort of magical, and magic can cause transformations, so and mostly because I thought What if there was one release where it had the Season 2 website bumper with the CTW logo rather than the Sesame Workshop logo? Now, what is different about that release compared to Let's Share, Let's Play, which features the logos that you would usually see?
Okay, continue working.
Oh, and I thought of another release from October 17th of 2000, and it would be called Dragons Can Be Brave. And this would include the Season 1 episodes with the Season 1 episodes. Oh, I just thought of something. How about one release of Dragon Tales that has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop logo make an appearance by mistake? And it would be called Dragons Can Be Brave.
Wait a second.
And it has the electronic synth sounds. That's a logo that you only usually see on Sesame Street and 321 Contact. And it would contain Dragons Can Be Brave would contain the Season 1 episodes Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, Ord Sees the Light, and then Not a Problem, and The Forest of Darkness. Because in Not a Problem, the mother of Winnie gets scared because the daughter ran off. Now, the DVD of Dragons Can Be Brave would contain the Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the enhanced version of the loud phaser sounds from Look Who's Talking 2 DVD. And then the DVD menu, same style as Adventures in Dragonland and Sleepover Sports, Doctors, and More. And then the FBI warning and attention screens, the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode. Sounds Like Trouble. And then at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of The Forest of Darkness. And then at the end of the DVD of Dragons Can't Be Brave, it would contain the last few seconds of The Forest of Darkness, then the Season 1 website bumper, then the end credits, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo would make its surprise appearance, rather than the 1997 logo would Play It Smart. Then the Columbia TriStar Television logo would appear. And then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial would be shown first this time, and then the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest one would come last. Then the Season 1 funding and the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999 where Dash thinks about something. So what did you think about the opening and closing to Dragons Can Be Brave? And what makes it really, really rare? It's something that you never see on Dragon Tales, usually just appearing on Sesame Street releases from the 1980s to the late 1990s. I would be like, oh no! We were expecting the 97 logo!
What's going on? Oh, it's just the fireworks. Guess I'll exist.
Wow. No. So which CTW logo would appear, and Sesame Workshop logo would appear on the Dragon Tales releases, including one that has a CTW logo that never appeared on the show? And the episodes would be Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, and then after Sounds Like Trouble and Stormy Weather, it would contain Ord Sees the Light, and then Not a Problem and The Forest of Darkness. Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, right there. Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, wow. Either the Green Roof Purple House Sesame Workshop logo, the 1997 Semicircle logo, and Dragons Can Be Brave surprisingly uses the 1983 CTW Sparks logo with electronic synth sounds. So, the episodes for Dragons Can Be Brave are Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, Ord Sees the Light, and then Not a Problem, and The Forest of Darkness. And did that CTW logo fit for Dragons Can Be Brave? Especially considering that it came out close to Halloween. Containing the episodes Sounds Like Trouble, Stormy Weather, Ord Sees the Light, Not a Problem, and The Forest of Darkness. Okay. Now, another release from June 26th of 2001 would be called is called Dragons Are Special, released on June 26th of 2001. They would contain the episodes and with the bells clanging variant you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, the 1978 CTW Snake logo. That would be a great appearance. But I do have another, alright. Alright. The snake logo with Christmas music. Now, it would be released on December 19th, 2000. It would have the Columbia TriStar DVD logo at the beginning with the softer phaser sounds, then the DVD menu, and then, of course, the FBI warning and attention screens. Yeah, and that would actually be released in January of 2001 using the same logo as Jackie Chan's The Prisoner at the beginning. And the winter-themed one would have the dot transformation logo make an appearance. Or actually, the dot logo from 1999. Dragons Are Special would have the dot transformation logo. So, the opening would have the Columbia TriStar DVD logo, the DVD menu, FBI warning and attention screen, Dragon Tales theme, and the start of Ketzel's Magic Pop-Up Book. At the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Under the Weather. Then, the Dragon Tales website bumper, the end credits, the 1978 CTW Snake logo with the Christmas music from Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. Then the Columbia TriStar television logo. And then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial comes first, and the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest commercial comes last. The Dragon Tales funding, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen. Now, what would the musical title be called? It would be called Best Hits from Dragonland. This would actually contain songs, more songs from Season 1, and only a few stories. Which would be Zack and the Beanstalk, and a whole lot of maracas going on. So what did you think of that release containing only 2 stories and more songs? The 2 stories would come after the songs are finished. And this time the end credits would only play once. So, on Best Hits from Dragonland, it would have the Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the softer phaser sounds, and then the DVD menu, and then FBI warning and attention screens, and then, of course, the Dragon Tales theme song, and then the start of the song, Hello. And then after the last song, which is Betcha Can, it would contain the episodes Zack and the Beanstalk, and then a whole lot of maracas going on. Then the season 1 website bumper, the end credits playing 5 times, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the bells clanging this time. Then the Columbia TriStar Television logo. Then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial comes first, and the Kellogg's Bird's Nest commercial comes last. The season 1 funding, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen. Oh, and the release of Dragons Are Special would contain the episodes Ord's Unhappy Birthday, Cassie Loves a Parade, and then Emmy's Dream House, and then after Emmy's Dream House is Not Separated at Birth, and then the episode It Happened One Nightmare. The Regular from Best of Elmo. At the beginning of Dragons Are Special, it would have the Columbia TriStar DVD logo with the louder phaser sounds, and then, of course, the Sesame, and then the DVD menu, then the FBI warning and attention screens, and then the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode, which is Ord's Unhappy Birthday. And then at the end, we go into the last few seconds of the episode here. Alright, so the episodes for Dragons Are Special would be Ord's Unhappy Birthday, Cassie Loves a Parade, Not Separated at Birth, and then It Happened One Nightmare, and then A Wild Time. And then at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of A Wild Time, and then the Season 2 website bumper, the end credits, and then the CTW semicircle logo with the word Play It Smart would appear, just like on more Dragonland Adventures. Then the Columbia TriStar Television logo. then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes speech commercial, then the Season 2 funding plug, and then the PBS Kids dot transformation logo from September 4th, 2000, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut. So what is rare about Dragons Are Special compared to more Dragonland adventures? It would actually be from June 26, 2001, so it would be like one of the earliest releases, along with more Dragonland adventures, to have the Season 2 website bumper and the Season 2 funding plug. Okay. And I thought of a release from February of 2006 called Let Your Feelings Show. And this would contain the Season 1 episodes Goodbye Little Caterpoozle, the Season 1 episodes Wheezy's Last Laugh, the Season 1 episode Out With the Garbage, the Season 2 episode Big Funky Cloud, and the Season 2 episode Room for Change. And the DVD would absolutely have no previews, just the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo, then the DVD menu, the FBI anti-piracy warning, the warning and attention screens, the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode Goodbye Little Caterpoozle. And at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of Room for Change, and then the Season 3 website bumper, even though none of the episodes are from Season 3. And in the end credits and in the Sesame Workshop purple roof and green house logo, and then it would have the same error as Whenever I'm Afraid, where it would have the Columbia TriStar Television logo's audio play over the Sony Pictures television logo. Then the Kellogg Company commercial, and then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, the Season 3 funding plug, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 where Dash thinks about something. Okay, that's it for the stream. Now, before we go, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen on July 9th. So, on July 9th, I'm actually getting DVD releases with 15 DVD releases. One of them is a Disney DVD, and 14 of them are Sony Pictures DVD releases, with 8 of them being Dragon Tales titles, like I mentioned. So, the 8 Dragon Tales DVDs I'm getting, they are the 2002 DVD of Don't Give Up, which features the Season 1 funding, and then 6 DVD releases with the Season 2 funding, which is Let's Share, Let's Play, It's Cool to Be Me, Easy as 1, 2, 3, Whenever I'm Afraid, Believe in Yourself, and Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun. And then one release with the Season 3 funding being the 2006 DVD of Let's Be Brave. And then the other Sony Pictures releases that I'm getting are films, the other 6. And they include the 2000 DVD of Jumanji, the 2000 DVD of Stuart Little, the 2001 DVD of The Muppets Take Manhattan, the 2001 DVD of The Animal, the 2004 DVD of Annie, and a 2004 DVD of The Indian in the Cupboard. I'm also going to be having some chocolate sheet cake for the party and some ice cream. So, hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you later.